Hey there, my name's Trish from Downey's Candle Company, and thank you for stopping by my channel. This is week 16, I believe, and this week I am making a wax melt. It is a chocolate covered strawberry, and in the video I will show you exactly how I made this. So if you want to see how I did it, please keep watching.
Okay, so I'm ready to make these chocolate covered strawberry wax melts. I purchased this silicone mold from Amazon. You can see that the inside is textured as a strawberry would be. And you can see it was pretty flexible, so the strawberries are easy to pop out once they've hardened up in here. The fragrance oil I'm using for this is from Cierra Candles, and it's their chocolate covered strawberry fragrance oil. Then I also add in a little bit of strawberry fragrance oil from them as well. I use some red liquid candle dye as well as some mica powder. The one I'm using is Angry Rose from Mad Micas. The wax that I'm using for this is coconut wax. It's the CalWax C55 Tart wax, and I heat that up to 200 as directed. Add in my fragrance oil, my colorings, and then I mix it for a little bit. I also, before I pour it, I test the color to make sure it's as dark as I want it to be before I start filling the cavities. And then I am going to get this set up so it's straight and level on the table, and then I'm going to use my pouring pitcher to start filling the cavities in here. And it's going to takes a little while because there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 of them. And as you can see, using my pouring pitcher is making a little bit of a mess. I think even if I wiped up the drips from the top, it's a small hole to try to get the wax in, and I guess maybe I'm not that steady, so it's making a mess on here. So I'm gonna try to see what I can figure out to do with that. And I'm going to use a pipette, which is something I use when I'm making a lot of the different embeds that I use on some of my candles. Granted, those holes or those cavities are smaller than a 2-inch strawberry. So I see it's taken a little bit of time, so I'm going to try to go back to using this pouring pitcher, which will be a little bit easier, but I'm still messy with it. So I am going to start using the batter dispenser. It's a pancake batter dispenser that I also purchased on Amazon. It's stainless steel, so it can withstand the heat of the wax, and I already know it's going to be a lot quicker. So now you can see, oh, I'm still making a mess. One of these days I'll get this down. But I'm just filling these holes up to the top. Something to note about this is that as these dry, they shrink a little bit. So the outside doesn't seem to shrink, it's in a hole, but the top sinks down a little bit. So you can always go in after with some more, heat up the wax again. If you save wow, I'm making a big mess. If you save a little bit, and then just top it off with a pipette, because it'll only be a small section that you need to add a little bit to. I'm just going to make sure all of these are filled to the top. I overfilled some of them, not on purpose. Some of them I did on purpose, some I overfilled not on purpose, and it spilled all over the place. But then I am going to just let these harden up, and then we'll come back, pop them out, and then we'll start working on dipping them in the chocolate. Okay, so it's been probably a day, and these are hardened up. So I'm just stretching the mold to kind of loosen them up a little bit, and then you can see I'm just popping them right out. You also probably can see that I decided on top, because I wanted it to look more like a leaf, which it definitely does not, but I decided to put in some green wax and have it resemble a leaf. I have some more thinking to do on that, some more work to do to have them come out the way I want them to look, but they look okay for now, I guess. I like them. I like them okay. I don't hate them, so I guess that's something. And I'm just going to pop out the rest of these, and then I'm going to start getting all of the wax ready for the chocolate part. So I've got all the strawberries out, and it's been a few days now, so I just stored them in this plastic container until I could come back and start the process of dipping them in the chocolate wax. I'm using the same fragrance oils for this, the chocolate covered strawberry from Cierra Candles and the strawberry from Cierra Candles. I'm using liquid brown dye from CandleScience. Same wax, the C55 wax that I've heated up to 255, added in some brown dye, and I'm just stirring it up. Then I'm just going to let it cool down for a little bit so it doesn't melt the strawberries, since it's still close to 200 degrees. Then I'm just going to pour it into this little bowl that I'm going to use to dip the strawberries in. I've got some plastic wrap, or the press and seal wrap is what I use. Have that over to the side, so once I dip them, hold it for a second, let it dry, and then I am ready to go. So it looks like my wax is cooled down enough so that I can dip it in there. And I dip it a few times just to get, when you dip it once, it's kind of a translucent kind of brown, so you have to dip it in there a few times to make it actually look chocolatey. I'm just going to go ahead and do all these, and then I will bring you back and I'll do the little decoration that I've been doing on top. Okay, I'm back, and that was a lot of strawberry dipping. So just over the top, I'm trying to make it look like white chocolate just being sprinkled over the top. So I just use the same wax, just leave it uncolored, and a pipette just to go over the top. And that is how they came out, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.